Welcome, everybody, to another Let's Talk Jurassic. Hello, all you returning friends out there. Hi. We've got hopefully some new viewers in here tonight. There's a lot of stuff to talk about. Hopefully there's some lurkers out there just doing your thing off. I don't know what you lurkers do. What do? You just pull up your phone and watch me? Did you hear somebody? Did I just hear somebody talking?
Somebody's behind you. Watch out.
If you just heard a voice, that is my good buddy here. Here's Jarrett. There he is. What's up?
Good buddy.
Should I have said like a little bit like something?
More like best friend. Let's be real.
There we go. Here is my best friend. Let's do this again. Ready? Let's go back. All right, guys. We've got one of. No, not one of. I can't even say one of. I have to say my best friend of all time, Jarrett. He is here. Here he is.
That's more like
Welcome, Jarrett. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. We have Jurassic World Live Tour pre-sale going on. We've got Beyond the Gates. We've got a conversation that you kind of brought into the chat here, and we're going to be talking about the poster for Jurassic World Dominion, among other posters, and just the common themes of posters today. We've got the Jurassic World Dominion featurette to take a look at quickly. We've got Jurassic World Dominion street date hit. All right, the street date hit, and a lot of toys have been flooding the shelves. We might talk about some Funko as well if we have some time. And Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous is going to be on its final season. We got that announcement finally. We can officially talk about it.
I actually saw that trailer. We could talk about it.
The one thing that you know that we're talking about tonight, apparently.
The only thing I know in the world.
Right now. Only thing. Camp Cretaceous is your best friend. But let's see who's here. Oh, we got a super chat. Thank you so much to Jurassic Souls. Oh, look at that. Why is it up there? Let's put it down here. All right, there we go. Change things up. I like trying to, change things up here in the stream, make things a little bit different. But we've got Steve here. What's going on, Steve? We've got Black Spider. How you doing? We've got Michael. What's up, Michael? DJ
Hey, Michael.
C. We've got Shane. We've got you. You're here. Cretaceous Dave is in the house. We've got John Pass. We have anybody else we can talk about? We've got the Allosaurus, the one and only Allosaurus here. And the dinosaur. We just got Dinosaur here. Hello. All right.
Hello, Dinosaur.
Hello, Dinosaur.
Hello, dinosaurs.
That's the joke I made on Twitter before to the one and only Cretaceous Dave. Dave posted a picture of it's like an infographic of dinosaurs moving from California across the country over the span of 4 years, and he's like, "How come no dinosaurs made it to the East Coast?" And I was like, "Well, they've got both of us, huh? Does that count for something?"
Yeah. Better.
We're dinosaurs.
I mean, it's all for nothing. You know what living this long has meant besides being on the East Coast. I don't know. You tell me.
I made the joke in a private chat earlier today about that same picture and said that's basically the same. Well, this is a different joke, but I made a joke about how that graph kind of basically shows the path of Mattel toys out to the East Coast, which is sometimes non-existent. What's up, Jurassic Dave? How you doing? Good to see you in here. I feel like I should make this a little bit bigger now that it's like got its own space down here. It's a nice little space for this picture. There we go.
You're just doing this on the fly. I love it.
Doing it all on the fly. We're changing things up. All right.
It's like a pteranodon. On the fly. Because they fly. They fly now.
They fly now.
Fly now.
The first thing I want to talk about real quick, we're always having fun here. What's up, Pixel Shark? First thing I want to talk about here is a little bit of website promo. We're going to go over, to there. Okay, there it is. To JurassicParkPodcast.com. Please go over to our website. Check out
my favorite site.
The best site. My favorite best friend site. And it is showcasing here. Episode 318 came out this week. That's a lot of episodes.
Holy cow.
In this episode, I basically talked about the featurette. I talked a little bit about the TV spot. So there was an extra TV spot that went out, and it had a lot of different stuff in there. Some great Malcolm stuff, some dinosaurs on backs, and battle sequences, and all kinds of good stuff. So I talked all about the featurette and that sequence in this episode, but I didn't put up an article about it, but I did upload another episode. There are 2 episodes up this week if you check the feed. This was the first episode that I put up, and then another one went out last night or today. I forget when it was, but it was the Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Season 5 teaser. I just kind of talked about the teaser trailer. It was a 47-second teaser trailer, and the episode was like 30 minutes long. So, talking about all kinds of good things there. All right, so that is that. Now, I am also, my other podcast has an episode. I don't know if anybody out there is a fan of spooky stuff, Halloween, theme parks.
Multiple podcasts?
I have way too many podcasts.
So much content, just like last time. I said so much content.
It's like, it's out of control. But I am also on Grim Grinning Hosts, so please check out that podcast. We were talking about Halloween Horror Nights 31, the upcoming Horror Nights event, and what kind of haunted houses and things are going to be at that event. So check that one out. I'm trying to bring up my YouTube channel here real quick. Just want to showcase a few more things before we move forward. Over on our YouTube channel, we you talk about too much content. Well, this live stream is happening right now, but we've got merch hunts all over the place now. We've got reviews. There's a toy review here. We've got 2 merch hunts here. We've got another merch hunt here. We've got 2 more reviews of new product there. This Atrociraptor and Soyono Santos one up in the top is such a fantastic little set. I love that thing so much. And of course, that Isla Sorna capture pack set is just fantastic as well. But yeah, why don't we bring us back center here?
Tremendous.
Yeah. Actually, let's go back to the site for one more second here.
Let's do it.
I'm wasting everybody's time here with
Oh, you couldn't possibly waste anybody's time.
With promo. But we have one article to take a look at real quick. Tom Jurassic was kind enough, which he wrote it. He just put the Jurassic Park Podcast. But Tom Jurassic was kind enough to write this one about Camp Cretaceous Season 5, and we get a good tease of what we're going to talk about in a bit. But great little article here. There it is. There's Tom Jurassic. So go check out that one. Good job, Tom. All right, so what are we talking about? What's going on first here? Blake is saying Ghostbusters. I don't know.
I've seen a lot of stuff.
But I agree. Ghostbusters. There's a lot of Ghostbusters there on my shelf. Even Cretaceous Dave made me a custom Ghostbuster figure of myself. So that was pretty amazing.
No way.
Yes, way.
Where is it?
It's right here.
I'll see it. That's you.
That's me.
That's again like the word I use often. Tremendous.
I got way too many figures of myself here. It's weird. It's getting weird now.
It is kind of weird. I won't lie. It is kind of weird.
I got this.
Maybe I should get some of myself to make you feel better about it.
There's me as a Funko. I've got a microphone and a coffee, and then I've got this.
Those are things that you own.
I do. Yeah. Here's a microphone and an amber cane and the logo. The old logo's on the shirt. So I've got a bunch of different figures of myself.
I think you need a new one with the new logo. I think,
That's true. I do need a new one with a new logo. Tom.
More used.
Tom Jurassic made me this one. Get on making another one.
Come on.
All right. So
get real.
Yeah, come on, Tom. All right, let's move over to the first point of conversation here, which is going to be Jurassic World Live Tour is officially back on the calendar here, and we've got a bunch of dates lined up, and you can actually go ahead and buy tickets for these first few dates. The first 12 cities are on sale in pre-sale right now, so let's feel the roar. Get that out of there. Let's see. We've got Columbus, Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio, Cincinnati, Ohio, Buffalo, New York, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I can't say that name. Pennsylvania.
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Pittsburgh.
One of my favorite cities, by the way.
I've been there a few times. It is
a lot of bridges.
A lot of bridges. I haven't really been taking a lot of time in the city itself. I've been mostly on the outskirts.
Sure.
But Rosemont, Illinois. We've got Milwaukee, Wisconsin, right? Detroit, Michigan. Hershey, Pennsylvania. Indianapolis, in Indiana, I guess. Where is that? Is that? See, I'm bad with all these abbreviations of states. Here's the thing. All I know these days are movies. I forgot literally every other thing. We've got Kansas City,
Blame
Missouri.
COVID.
Yeah. I literally don't remember anything before that. So there were apparently states. There's maybe 57 of them, I think. Is that what?
It's close.
Yeah.
I think you round down from that, and you'll get there.
And St. Louis, Missouri there. So, Cretaceous Dave got front row for Hershey, dude. Hershey. Well, you went. So you're hitting up Hershey. I guess that's probably pretty easy for you to get to, Dave, huh? That is a great venue. I've seen that venue. And yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Front row. I've sat front row at this show, Jurassic World Live Tour. It's gonna be amazing, and I'm sure you're bringing your family. It's gonna be so killer up in the front row.
My cat's gonna love it. My whole family.
Dave also says there are more Brad figures in New Jersey than there are typical Mattel Jurassic figures.
Damn.
Does Brad have a Brad X Inator figure yet? No, I definitely wish they made a Brad X figure. That would be pretty great. All right. But yeah, let's go. Yeah, but that's that was it. Let's go. That was it from. I got sidetracked for a second.
It's okay.
That's the first 12
you went
days.
Space Cadet there.
I did.
Good.
I was like, let's go. No, that's not what I want to say.
24/7. So
This gets us all the way out to December 18th of this year. And then, there's a lot of dates after that too. And I'm sure more dates after April 2023. But that's where they're going so far. And yeah, that's pretty amazing. I'm so excited that they're on pre-sale. Let's take a look real quick what we can do. Buy tickets. Ticketmaster.com. It gives you a lot of different shows. Yeah, you've got like 2 shows on Friday, 1 Saturday, Sunday. 3 Sunday. Wow. That's a busy day for the Jurassic World Live Tour crew. But there you go. There's a look at the arena setup. Dave, do you got this F4 and F1 like style seating area? Because if you do, that is pretty killer. When I saw it, they had this cool barrier set up, like of plants and things right in the front. I don't know if they do that for every tour or whatever, but this is going to be interesting. I'm really interested to see. Where did Jared go? He completely left. Maybe he kicked his computer and unplugged it. But I'm really interested to see. Let me switch over to this browser here. There we go. Really interested to see what happens here. And, there's a lot of tickets for sale here. A lot of tickets sold, I mean. So that's a good thing. But there's still plenty of seats available. So I'm really interested to see how this sells overall. But yeah. Pretty cool. Dodgson, what did you miss? Nothing, really. You're not too late. We just basically did a long intro for 20 minutes. And now talked about Jurassic World Live Tour. But that is the live tour. I am very, very excited for the tour to make its way back to the States. Just back in general. Very, very excited about that. All right, Jared is back here, so let me go back to this browser. Let me assign him as guest 1, and we'll get him back in the show. Here we go. There you are, dude. You're back. You're back.
There I am. Sorry.
What'd you do? Kick the wire out of your computer?
No. So there's so much. Oh my god. Let me get adjusted here. There's just so much RGB going on in the background that it just. No. I don't know what happened.
Whoa. Now you're like invisible. There you go. Ooh, that's a good
There we go.
I do love that pyramid, man. It looks real good. It's a good look. And the changing of colors is fantastic.
It does change colors. It's a little much.
I kind of wish mine would change colors.
It's all style, no substance.
I've always wanted my lights to change colors, but apparently they don't. So,
really?
All right, so Dave did get the equivalent of F1, so that's pretty cool. Steve will try to make Orlando. And no California dates just yet, Jared, but I would assume they'll get out there. I wouldn't worry. But yeah, that is the live tour. So let's go ahead and make our way over to our next topic, which is going to be Beyond the Gates. So let's talk a little bit about Beyond the Gates. If I can switch the website here. There we go. Woo, look at that new graphic. That is nice. T-Rex breaking through. Talking a little bit about Generation Jurassic right at the forefront here. The whole website is not loading for some reason. Let's go ahead and refresh that. Well, my internet's terrible. There we go. All right, so yeah, look at this. Yeah, this whole this whole new look is pretty cool. There's a lot going on the website now. You got a Jurassic World Dominion collection, Legacy collection, Hammond collection over there. And then Beyond the Gates section here. And look at this beautiful item here. And can we just please talk about real quick this? You get a chance to look at. Did you? I don't even know what your collecting status is these days. Like, what are you doing collection wise? Are you picking up new stuff or no?
Are you talking to me? No, but I am. I don't know. You could be talking to your thousands of followers over here. No. I am very stoked about it's starting. These things like this, what we're seeing right now, is starting to get me more like interested in collecting again. Jurassic Park stuff or Jurassic World stuff. Like I've always wanted to see a Sarah Harding. Like, I mean, are they gonna do? I know the box is the trailer, but yeah. Like, are they gonna do like a retro collection where they redo all the old toys? Because that'd be sick. Because I have the original trailer. I would
love it if they like, because a lot of toy lines and the retro stuff will actually re-release the like pretty much the exact mold like of what it used to look like. So it'll look like I gotta have somebody right here. Yeah, here's one. They'll literally re-release Rollin' Tembo this way, looking this way. I would love that. We don't have that on the horizon anytime soon. That would be fantastic, though.
That's the moment. The moment they do that, that's when I'll jump in. Like, because that sounds amazing. Like,
yeah, that would be pretty great. But this is a good step in the right direction. With the Legacy collection is doing pretty good.
I love it. I mean,
this is no Explorer toy, but this is a good box. This is one of the coolest boxes we have. And these toys, though, are pretty sick. I was just gonna say the same thing.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like look at how good this is. You got Sarah Harding, you've got the baby Stego, and
she's got to touch.
Stego.
She can't not touch.
Can't not touch. She can't. Once she sees something, she has to
touch it.
So this is pretty fantastic. The Outpost crew put together another great video. I don't usually play the videos, but I do want to go ahead and take a look at one thing real quick. Hopefully this will be muted. I do want this muted. Yes, it's muted. All right. So if I can zoom ahead, they did a great intro here. This thing all looks. Oops. Nope, no music. I don't want the music. I want to skip ahead here a little bit if I can. I don't know how to do this on the iPad. Nope, not working very well.
Okay.
Come on.
Cretaceous Dave had said, can they legally do that with a different brand?
That's a good question.
Well, so they are different brands now. One brand didn't eat up the other. Like, who is the original? I'm sorry, I sound like a noob, but
back in the day, Kenner made the original stuff, and that was kind that was absorbed by Hasbro. And then Hasbro had the Jurassic World line, and then lost the Jurassic World line, and now Mattel has the line.
See, I wasn't aware of this. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So it's a whole thing. How can I get this?
There wasn't a Toys That Made Us episode about it, so I don't know.
I know, right? Oh, here we go. This actually hitting fast forward kind of works. All right. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it, but there's text at the bottom of the screen here if you pay attention. Mm-hmm. Which I was like, I was just watching this video. There's Chris here skipping along. I don't know what the heck is happening here with the loading, but oh my god.
Well, your internet seems to be very slow right now.
Yeah, it's not working.
Even
right.
From.
Oh, there it is. Anyway, there was a bit. It looks like there might have been some dialogue cut out here because there's a whole bit about with your pre-order you can get collectible pins, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. Actually, you know what? Let's see the transcript. Actually. There we go. There's a transcript. That would have probably been easier. Let's see. Say anything there? Nah, I don't think so. Now, anyway, well, what I was trying to get at is they look like they might be diving into collectible pins with your pre-orders, which kind of makes things a bit interesting right now because these days, we're all heading to Target to pick up the latest toys on the shelf, and I have been, I've been picking up toys like this one, the Hammond. Ooh, its head is a little wobbly. Yikes! Oh, that is not good.
Uh-oh.
Oh gosh.
You should write to your senator,
Cory Booker,
about this.
What are you,
sir? Sir, I have to talk to you about the Jurassic World toys.
I need to know. Do you have contacts with Mattel? Anyway, this Hammond Collection, it's a great toy besides this wobbly head here. But I pre-ordered that through Beyond the Gates, but I went and canceled it because I got it in the store. So this is kind of, if they do reveal these collectible pins, that kind of gives you the incentive to not cancel your order. So I wonder if they're trying to do something along those lines. So that'll be interesting to see.
Makes perfect sense. I mean, anytime. So I have a philosophy on pre-ordering. Not a really philosophy, but I never really do it very often. And the only time I have done it in the past is when there's something special about pre-ordering. I'm never just gonna pre-order an item. So
yeah, I
there
understand
you go.
that.
I mean,
well, there it is. I understand that because I don't really like doing that either. But in the case of these toys, it's like sometimes with these Jurassic toys, you don't know if you're ever going to be able to get it again.
That's the only issue. That's what I was going to bring up next, is that if they're not going to be available, then you have an incentive, of course.
Yeah, I never know if they're actually going to hit the shelves.
I'm talking more in the video game market, I guess. That's
sure.
Something I don't.
No, don't pre-order video games.
Video games, no.
Yeah, video games, no. Blake, I want to shout out to Blake. Thank you so much for the super chat. Orlando would be a great stop to hit up on the live tour. I'm assuming that's what you were talking about. And then you can ride Velocicoaster. That is a fantastic 1-2 punch, going from the live tour over to Islands of Adventure, riding Velocicoaster, hit up Jurassic Park. Why wouldn't
they just do it at the park?
I mean, that would be fantastic. I wonder if they could. They do have an empty arena there. I don't know what I think the size is a bit smaller than what they have at I think it's Amway maybe. Let's see. Amway. Yeah, Amway Center. I don't know why I know the arena in Orlando.
That's a company name that I've not heard.
I know way too many things about Orlando, I guess. but
good.
That would be a good 1-2 punch. And so thank you so much for that super chat. And you did follow it up with another super chat, so I really, really appreciate this. It says, JP and Ghostbusters pretty much switched places. Ghostbusters went back to Kenner / Hasbro, and JP went to Mattel, who lost the Ghostbusters. Yeah. So, and that's interesting because, well, these, I have these real Ghostbusters, and that's what we were just talking about, is this re-release of old figures. And actually, here, let me step away for just a second.
Do your thing. Bye. Hi, everyone. It's your new host, Jarrett. Don't tell him. Don't tell him. Oh, he's back. Oh, God.
I'm back. Speaking of, the old toys and everything, let me just go full screen here for a moment. Where do I do? Where are we? All right, so I have my original Stay Puft Marshmallow Man, 1984 Columbia Pictures, it says on the bottom there. My original one, and then, just like last 2 years or so, or however long, they came out with a new one. But it's literally the exact same figure, which is fantastic. They look identical. Like, this has just got a little bit of wear and tear on it from, 37 years of, aging. And then this one looks fantastic. And it's still, I was not going to take it out. But look, it says Hasbro on the back. And then it also says Kenner on the front.
Yes, so, that's what I have an Alien toy, like an original Alien, it was a remold or whatever. And it has the Kenner logo on the front. And then, I think Star Wars did that too. Yeah, so.
Yeah, well, there we go. Thank you so much, Blake, for that super chat. All right, so anything else about this? Next time, let's take a look at what's coming up next month. 4 exclusive items from the Hammond Collection. So this is a big deal because, we got the Parasaurolophus and the Baryonyx revealed in Beyond the Gates. And then we got glimpses of, the Ian Malcolm figure and the Velociraptor. But I don't know if they're ever going to come to Beyond the Gates because they're already on shelves. They're literally on shelves. You can go to Target right now and pick them up. So I don't know what the 4 Hammond Collection items are going to be in May. I'm hoping that they're Lost World related. That would be fantastic because, we have
Lost World. It's got to be.
It's the 25th anniversary, right? Is that right? Yeah.
We were talking about that. We were talking about that last time. Yeah.
Yeah. So you got to do something. And that's the right around the anniversary date itself. So hopefully, fingers crossed, 4 exclusive items, and they're really killing it with the Lost World stuff. So hopefully that trend continues. That would be pretty great. But yeah. All right. So. Let's go over to, I just want to take a quick look at the figure itself.
I'm closing the millions of Chrome tabs I apparently had open, and I think that was messing with my latency here. So.
Okay. Now you're pretty good. This baby
nice.
figure.
Well, I always look good.
Well, yeah,
so,
true. That's true. That is true.
He says it begrudgingly.
No. You're a
Oh no! Not back to these things. The little chips. I hate these little chips. The more I thought about it.
I definitely don't. I don't like them. I've opened a few so far, and not really for me. And I think they are pretty easily. Yeah, they're pretty easily breakable if you're, just playing around and messing around like a kid. You would. You would just bust it off. Yeah. So
have we learned nothing from the Pokemon? The Pokemon first movie Burger King fiasco. Do you remember that?
No.
Oh, so the Pokeballs, not to go too off topic, but I'm adding a little color commentary here. So the Pokeball portion of the toy, it actually suffocated a kid, or I don't know if it actually caused any fatalities, but they ended up putting a warning out at every Burger King, when you actually ordered the food, it'd be a big sign and it would say, the Pokemon toys, be careful with the Pokeball portion. It was it is a choking hazard. So they're covering their butts, for whatever might happen in the future. But like stuff like this, like, I mean, that's a tiny part. I mean, I know some of them are meant more for people our age, but collectors, quote unquote.
Yeah.
But this is, I mean, it's a tiny little piece. I mean, you have the fingers for reference. That's tiny. Really tiny.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, and it's just a piece of plastic that can bust off. So this is an interesting piece, though. I mean, this, if you're not a collector, this thing is going to get lost. This, the plates. But it's a fantastic looking figure, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Oh, it looks great. Yeah, those fingers are awesome.
You got Sarah here. Here we go with the terrible zooming that I can never get right.
No, I love that you can do that.
There we go.
On the iPad. That's great.
That looks pretty cool. They typically
don't
look end up looking like this, but the video had, a very good looking version of it. So I'm very excited for this figure. But let's see. All right, let's move on to our next topic, which I'm going to switch gears for a minute. We'll come back to some more collectibles and things in a little bit. And I want to get more so of your take here with the posters. Oh, well, that's not what I wanted to do.
Oh, boy.
I don't
Here
know.
we go.
I'm hitting all kinds of buttons here. All right, so we're going to be talking about posters. This is the most recent one.
New segment on Jurassic Park Podcast. It's going to happen every week. Trust me. Brad and I have already talked about it. He said it's cool. We're going to do it. It's called Jared's Hot Take, and you guys are going to hate it. So, I'm joking. It's not going to happen every week. Don't worry. I despise this poster.
Okay.
Sorry. I like the people in it. I am excited, about everything about it, but I went to school for graphic design, and this stuff like this makes me so upset, seeing this trend of having to put every character on a poster. I understand why it's done. I understand why it's trendy. I think it mostly started from Marvel. It's like a Marvel-esque thing to do now. I think the only time I've seen it done really, really well was the last Thor movie, Ragnarok. That was incredible with the circles. But I've been seeing more and more a big shape and then characters lined all around it. And it feels like this cheap imitation of that poster. I'm sorry. It's just the way I feel. And when you compare this to the original teaser of the new Jurassic World, yeah, I don't know. I might be alone in this, but it just, yeah, there it is. I love that. That's what I want. That's been every Jurassic Park poster up until now. We've had variants, but we've never had one with every single character, I don't think, around the edges like that. This I love.
And I know
they've kept it.
I know a lot of people were upset about even this poster because it's not necessarily the Jurassic logo, I know a lot of people are pining for the logo itself, but I do love this poster as well, and it is very reminiscent of that style because, it's just a single thing in the middle.
Yeah, and I'm not a fan of the names at the top. I mean, I have every single Jurassic Park and Jurassic World poster up to this point, all of the teaser ones, like original, like actual movie, they're printed on the back and the front so that light can come through. I have all of them. They all match. It's crazy. Like they're all the logo is the same size, up through even the Fallen Kingdom one where it just has the ashes going down from the side. I remember being so pumped seeing it the first time. I have that one as well. They look incredible. I don't have the space for it, but they look incredible, done on a white wall. You line them all up. But then we have this. Even the teaser, it just doesn't match the other ones, and I don't know. It just it's the last one. I don't know. Maybe I'm complaining about something silly, and I know I am, but.
No, I don't think.
And that's where we're at.
I just wanted to go over to Jurassic Park to see what kind
of
posters
I love this.
They had
so the Jurassic World one I have Actually, it's the video release edition. So it actually says on it like on VHS and Laserdisc, and I love it. I love that poster so much.
Let's see what the Lost World had.
And then we have the 3D poster that came out. That one, I mean, that's different. Let's
see.
But anyway, that's my spicy hot take. That's it.
I do love the, just this standard poster, with the logo in there, and it looks fantastic on the wall. And then when you have like something odd, like like a Fallen Kingdom, I think maybe it was Fallen Kingdom, they ended up doing like
here's the T-Rex busting through for the Lost World. I remember first seeing that as a kid and I freaked out. That one, I freaked out, and I was so happy that with the VHS release that they had the little lectern. I think it's called lectern. You turn it. It starts with an L. But you
lenticular.
Lenticular, thank you. Little poster that came with every VHS tape. Fantastic.
Oh my God.
Look up that poster on eBay now.
I almost just picked up my iPad and turned it to try to get that lenticular effect.
You tried to do it. Yep. Yeah. So what's crazy is everyone in this chat should look up how much that actual poster goes on eBay for. It is so expensive. Like the original like T-Rex busting through poster, it is like thousands and thousands of dollars. It's insane, but it's so cool. Like I would love, that's like a holy grail for me. I would love to have that poster.
Let's see.
You got me all hyped up here. I know this is your show. So
I do like looking at. No, you keep going on all these things. This is my internet is going swimmingly here.
So anyway, guys, politics. Let's talk about them. I'm just
So here is like a standard Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom poster.
Yeah.
But for the most part,
It's
they
so
ended
good.
up opting for this one, which is like a nightmare.
They did. We had those two. I should preface this by I ran a theater, an actual movie theater, a small one, a few years ago. Now I'm a manager at a Regal. But we'd get all these posters. We never got that one. That one's insane. That one's really cool.
I used to see this one. I definitely saw it at AMC, I think. But
very neat.
It's such a good poster. It's very different,
fun.
But it's cool.
Well, no, because the first like weird Jurassic Park poster I think I ever saw was for the first Jurassic World, and it was Chris Pratt riding the motorcycle with the Velociraptor with Blue. I think was on.
And this is
that one's great. I have that one as well.
Yeah, this is our buddy Neems made this one.
Here we got. Okay.
Yeah, I want to find the Jurassic. Here's Jurassic World. Let's see.
Even with all the dinosaurs, it's way cooler than seeing all the human characters. Bold move, not including any dinosaurs on your poster, by the way.
That's what I said. I'm like, because I expect them to kind of care more about the dinosaurs and whatnot, but I was very shocked that they just opted to go with just humans. I'm like, that is a bold move.
It's the nostalgia factor. That's why. It's all. I know why they did it. They got to include the big three, as we call them. And I get it. I'm totally about it. Just, I don't know.
This one's not very good.
This one, it's not great.
This
it's
is the one.
unfortunate that I have it. That's the one I have. That one as well. Yeah.
It's interesting.
I don't have that. That one's sick. I actually really, really like that one. I remember seeing that one and being like, "That's pretty cool."
This is pretty cool.
Don't have that one. That one's great.
Ooh, I always love.
It's a foreign one.
Titling.
A good foreign poster beats out any English poster.
I don't know if I can look at my Empire Strikes Back poster right.
I have that on a shirt. I have a shirt with that poster on it.
It's such a good poster.
That was done for the anniversary.
Amazing.
That wasn't an original.
Okay.
I think. or
But-
it was a reprint. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, I only got this one a few years ago. Let's see. Oh, we've looked at all the movies, but except for Jurassic Park 3. So let's go take a look at what 3's got going on. It's got to be interesting.
It
right?
had a shiny one. I have it. It's all shiny. It's like actually like the silver finish.
Yeah.
So if you scroll down, it's got some scratches on it. So if you go down, I think it was the next one.
There we go.
Oh, that one. It has the pterodactyl on it. That's the one.
I love this one.
I like that.
I
a lot
love this.
better
I just wish
with
that
black.
I wish the Pteranodon wasn't on there. But yeah, the black
that
is
was always a
pretty
little
good.
much.
And nowadays they've switched it to the T-Rex, so you don't even get the Spino anymore.
Well, the pterodactyl scene was the big deal in that.
Yeah, and all right, so let's go back to Dominion here because let's see where can I
Absolutely.
find it?
Sorry for the huge tangent.
No,
It was
I love
on the
this.
docket though.
I love this because I love looking at the different variations and getting opinions on what's going on today with posters, because I agree. I tend to be like pretty easygoing when it comes to the posters and stuff. I know I've seen a lot of critical takes on the style of poster that you're talking about, where it's literally every character, sometimes the same character several times, and it's just like it's pretty out of control.
Well, remember when the trend was the blue and orange? Like that was a trend for a bit in the early early to late 2000s. And now we have the new trend, which is everyone on the poster. And I really think that Thor. I keep bringing up that Thor Ragnarok poster. I think that was like the first time I kind of noticed it as a trend, but that one was so good that I feel like that's when other studios picked that up and they were like, that looks awesome, we're gonna do that. And then I just think they're not that good, especially with the new Spider-Man posters.
Spider-Man's.
Same thing with
So
big
wait,
shape.
you
That-
do
look,
like
that's
this?
incredible.
Yeah. Okay.
I love it. And that was the first time I think I had ever seen so many
just
like
loaded. Yeah.
characters on like one poster, and I was like, "That's so cool with the rings and
It's
how
very
it's
well
like,
balanced, and the coloring is fantastic. I actually love the new one that they just released, or the two new ones that they just released over the past few days for Thor: Love and Thunder, because it has like that mountain, and it's very like an old school Star Wars poster with the one character in the middle. They have a version with Thor himself, and then Jane Foster as Mighty Thor. So I'm very excited for those two posters.
It's interesting that we haven't gotten those in yet at my theater, but I'm looking for them. So.
Yeah, hopefully any time now. But I actually dig this one. I know it's it's not as busy as a lot of the other posters, like we're kind of talking about, like with the Marvel stuff. It's like and Star Wars even. They tend to throw in every possible thing. You've got vehicles, you've got aliens and humans and blasts and explosions, all kinds of stuff going on. It's
I understand this has been going on since the Drew Struzan era of like posters. I get it, and maybe this is like a callback, but those are just hand painted. They're different. Hits different.
That was a different time. I mean, Back to the Future posters and Indiana Jones and like all that good stuff.
Indiana Jones is the big one.
Good. Yeah. But yeah, I actually did see somebody retweet this one and say, something about like, what if we just had Drew Struzan do a poster like this? How cool would it have been?
So good.
So it would have been fantastic. There's a little bit of weirdness going on here with Sam Neill, and like what direction is he facing versus where is he looking? It's kind of odd when you actually.
Oh my
look
god.
At it.
Sorry, I was so disgusted by just seeing it initially that I never got a really, really good look at it.
Yeah,
and now it's the best poster I've ever seen. This is hilarious.
It's weird.
It's so bad. I'm sorry. It's just so like, God, like hire one of these like awesome Twitter artists to like do something.
Well, yeah, I mean, it makes me wonder what somebody like Neems would have done, the movie poster guy who did that Fallen Kingdom poster that with the dinosaurs, like, and that one was fantastic. I remember seeing that for the first time, and then they made it official, they made it legit, and then they put it on movie bill, little pamphlets and things that they gave out in the theaters. I actually didn't know that.
That's incredible.
Yeah, so they made it a legit poster for the franchise, and yeah, it makes me wonder what he could have done for this. And I don't mind this one as much. I kind of dig it. They're really sticking hardcore with the Amber vibes, and they do not want to stray away from this poster and this identity here in the States. But I like we said before, I dig the fact that there's 0 dinosaurs on this poster. That is a big risk for a Jurassic movie to have no dinosaurs, but they are relying on that logo in the center, the old characters, and obviously
they're really relying on the old characters.
Yeah, so, and I love it. I mean, I'm so happy to see 3 of them on a poster, despite Ian, what is his name? Grant looking the way he does. Malcolm, I think, looks fantastic over here. He kind of looks like he's like painted or something. And then Ellie is like looking upwards at something, but she looks fantastic there as well. We got DeWanda Wise over here as Kayla Watts, Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, looking good as well, and then Isabella Sermon there as well, rounding out the crew. So
hey, the photos look good by themselves. I'm not going to argue that. I don't know, man.
Hey, you guys don't like my poster? What are you talking about?
Hey, I love this idea in your chat. I'm going to start reading your chat. Oh, no, sorry. I cut you off from an amazing... go ahead, do your thing.
No, it can't go back now. I was like, just
we can't go back. All right,
real close up look at Chris Pratt and being like, you guys don't like my poster.
He's beautiful.
You don't like it? All right, fine. Make your own poster.
He's handsome. Anyway, I love what Steve said in the chat. And he said, give me a poster with a Barbasol can in the mud. That's it. That can be the poster. I love that. And I agree.
We'll talk about Camp Cretaceous in just a few minutes here.
After these messages.
Yeah. Let's see. Amy says, what's up, Amy? I like it when they show a solo dino in the poster. That would be really cool. Do they?
Yeah.
I don't feel like we've really gotten a lot of that. I mean, we just saw The Lost World with the T-Rex popping through. Outside of that, we don't really have any, I don't think, do we? That would be great if we got, what do you think about that trend that they do now where maybe once a week or every so often they'll release a batch of individual character posters?
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I think that's fantastic. When they're done well, I think it's fantastic. I remember I'm a big Last Jedi stan. I know not everybody is.
Yeah, I love
always discourse with that movie. It's probably one of my favorite Star Wars movies, if not the favorite. Anyway, but they did character posters for that one, where it was just the bottom half of their faces and then the rest of their body up to a certain point. But you knew who the character was, and they were all done in red and white mostly, which that was the color scheme.
Oh yeah, movie. I love those posters with that red and white.
Yeah, I remember we had a giant Oscar Isaac one, and that was so cool. It was so cool looking.
And you took it home.
I'm all about them. I did not take it home. It was too large. I gotta stop somewhere, and that was the cutoff.
Yeah,
listen,
I
dig
so
much room.
I dig the Mandalorian ones that they've been doing recently with the individual characters.
Sure.
I hope they do that for this, and I hope they do the humans and then also a batch of dinosaurs.
Awesome.
That would be fantastic to get solo dinosaurs. We'll get maybe we could do 4 Atrociraptors or individually. That's fine as well. But we need to get Blue on there, Giganotosaurus, Rexy. What is going on with Rexy in this movie? Where is Rexy? Outside of a movie, just catching a movie, we need to know where Rexy is. Yeah, that would be fantastic. So hopefully we get something like that. Anything else here in the comments real quick before I move forward?
Got lots of comments.
I know, I've been terrible at catching up with them all
day.
I
hope I wasn't too spicy there.
No, not at all. I agree that, there's a lot of criticisms to be had with this style of poster. This one it's fine. It works for me, and I'm okay with it. But I can see why you wouldn't like it.
Good for you.
Yeah. I honestly just love seeing Grant with the torch. Like I think that is so great that they're
I'm
really
all about it.
Yeah, they're really selling that. I love that. That's pretty fantastic. Blake says another super chat. Thank you so much, Blake. You're killing it tonight.
Blake,
Look up the
Blake,
Japanese.
You're the best.
Super Mario Brothers poster.
We gotta look at this real quick. Yeah, I mean, he paid you $5. So.
I know. Hopefully it doesn't come up with anything too graphic here.
hashtag where's Rexy?
All right, so what are we looking at? Are we looking at no?
No, the movie poster.
Was it a movie poster? Yeah, movie.
Yeah. Oh, is that it?
Over here.
There?
This one?
Oh, that looks great. What are we talking about? Yeah, radical poster. That is an awesome poster.
That is a pretty fantastic poster. I really dig
Those
that.
Japanese posters look fantastic. I'll say that much.
Like, look at the color scheme on all these, whatever they are.
Oh,
I forget what they're called.
I love it.
That's fantastic.
Goombas?
I haven't seen this one in so long. Those are Goombas.
Yeah, it's. A
oh
whole
my
thing.
lord. Hey, yo, we're in New York City plumbing. We're plumbing, and they got these Goombas here with the fantastic lighting and the Japanese writing. Hey, yo,
hey, I'm in Japan now. Hey. You gotta do this with your shoulders. You gotta. Hey. Yeah,
that's New York, Mario.
And that's New York.
But yes, that is a fantastic poster. I really dig that. Travis says if you look at Sam's neck, it really seems like they've turned his head or pasted it. Yeah, definitely, for sure.
They did. The amount of compositing that goes into poster making is unnecessary. It really is insane.
Hashtag where's Rexy?
I like that.
For real, yeah. Where is Rexy? All right, so where was I before we got sidetracked here? All right, so
who knows?
All right, so let's go over to I don't have anything for this to look up, but
I don't have anything for this.
I don't have anything for this part of the conversation, but so you didn't get a chance. Yeah, we're just gonna wing it. We're doing it live.
Okay.
You know?
But
I wasn't gonna say it, but you didn't do any collecting or anything over the past few days with the street date, right? You were just chilling.
No, I've been working a lot. And that's not like saying no. That wasn't like
I'm too good for that collecting business.
No. I've been at the theater. Just to give you a little bit of my personal life. I've been working like 8-hour shifts for the past like 8 days. This is my first day off I've had in a while. So
congratulations.
No, thank you. I'm trying to make that cheddar cheese. Anyway, no, I have not. No judgments on anybody who has. I wish I was out there doing that. Because I do love my Target runs. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And remember all those things I sent you from H&M? H&M.
Oh, yeah.
You don't think of H&M as like... I used to work at H&M. Anyway.
Was that the end of the story?
Yeah. No. I was gonna say there's some crazy awesome Jurassic World stuff at H&M in the kids department for your kids.
That is like not a place I would ever think about going to find like cool Jurassic stuff. So I appreciate the heads up on that. And I'm trying to look up.
Yeah.
I guess I don't have this app. Oh wait, here it is. I do have some pictures I wanted to take a look at here. Let's see. How can I bring these up?
Blake wrote Goombas.
Yeah. Hey, yo, we got some Jurassic World merch here.
And it's so close to being a slur. It's not even funny.
Yeah, so. I know. That's why I feel like I don't even want to go there.
Every time you say it.
But yes, a lot of Jurassic World merch has dropped. Jurassic World Dominion. I went out. I've been going out the past few days before the street day and trying to find stuff. Stuff has been going out to Target, but you haven't really been able to pick up stuff because of that street date lock. And then I went out to Walmart, and you have been able to buy stuff, no problem. But they didn't have really like a ton of stuff. There was like a handful of things.
Okay.
And then the street date came, but it was Easter Sunday. So the Target wasn't open on Easter Sunday. So nothing to buy there. So as soon as Monday morning hit, I am at Target at 8 a.m. And my Target, like, literally had everything out on the shelves. And it was amazing. I was not very hopeful going in because last time around, back in Fallen Kingdom came out, I had to get people to go into the back on street day and get me, a few items, which is always so awkward trying to, have somebody go into the back. And I'm like, I'm so sorry. Do you mind? Like, wow,
you're like the worst customer.
I know. I really am.
Just kidding.
Well, actually, I felt so bad about it. I went back the next day after that Monday. I went back Tuesday, yesterday, and I had them go in the back, and I was like, do you mind taking a look for this one item? And the person went back there, and I felt so bad that I'm in the Star Wars section. I'm like, oh, this stuff doesn't belong where it is, so let me put it back. So I'm literally sitting there like rearranging the shelves where things back, like put them back where they belong. So I'm like, I felt bad. So I'm like, I gotta put things back where they belong. And the person came back.
I mean,
I wasn't messing it up. I wasn't like, I was actually things were in disarray, and I'm like, I gotta put these back where they belong. So I felt bad. I was like, let me clean it up a little bit. You're doing me a favor. I'll do you a solid,
Brad, you're a man of the people, I gotta tell you.
But yes, I was able to pick up a ton of stuff. It feels so good to have like all these all these toys hit the stores, and I'm looking at them all here. I had nowhere to put them. I threw them up on a shelf, and it's awesome. My favorite one is the Therizinosaurus. I am really digging that one. It's so fantastic. If anybody out there has picked up, toys, it's. Yeah,
are you going to show us? Or
no.
It's all the way over there? Okay.
No, and that was one I put you
on the spot.
I put it in my car and then I went to work, and then I'm driving home from work, many hours later, and I take a turn, and then the back of my car makes a noise. I thought it was skidding, and it turned out it was just the Therizinosaurus just slashing and roaring in the back of my trunk. And I was like,
oh my God.
I was like, oh God, that scared me. So that one's very touchy. But like I said, I've got, what do I got here? I've got this one here. This is fantastic, except for that wobbly head. What's going on?
Cory Booker. Yeah,
Cory.
About that one.
I got this one right here. Fantastic as well. The Parasaurolophus. Nice. I'm really digging this one, which is the Atrociraptor. I just put up the review here of this one. This Atrociraptor is fantastic, and I love this crate that it comes in. And,
that's awesome. That's the best part.
Yeah, you can throw this thing all the way in, break the door off the hinge if you want to. Yeah, it's a very a lot of play features.
Did you actually break it?
No.
You actually broke it, because that'd be amazing. Okay,
I didn't.
Right.
I didn't, but it's got this hole in the back, which is pretty cool for a nice play feature that I was messing around with it when I was filming the review, and I was like, oh, this is pretty cool for like an attack feature, that's awesome. And it came with a brand new character, which we have not seen in the trailers or anything. Soyona Santos here, and she comes with a shock stick over here, and then a controller for controlling something.
For her TV.
Controlling. Yeah, she's like, what's on TV tonight? I think I'm gonna watch the first Jurassic Park.
Sonos soundbar. That's what it's for. Now for our sponsor, Sonos. I'm so sorry.
I was really wrong. You do like dad jokes.
I'm next level. You don't even know.
What else do I have? Anything else? Nothing over here. Everything is all. I have some things right there that I cannot show you. That will be hitting the channel. Well, I can show you this at least.
Okay.
I did get this in the mail.
That's just the box.
Yeah. This is evidence, it says.
This is like the end of 7. Like, what's
in the box?
What's in the
fragile.
box?
It's evidence.
This is a box.
I was afraid to open it, but there's some stuff in there that, you know.
You've opened it.
Yeah, I've opened it, but
And there's a head in there.
No, there's no head in there. There's things in there. There's things in there that maybe people like, maybe me and you don't necessarily need a ton of, but
deodorant.
Yeah, exactly. But I will have that up on the channel. I think next Monday. Hopefully, we can talk about that soon. But yeah, I love these toys and these figures. I'm very excited to open them all. They are still mostly unopened, so I will get around to them. That is the problem with running a channel like this and having to create content, is like I have to wait to open everything until it's on video.
Yeah. I've never had that. I mean, very, very first world problem, Brad, gotta say.
I know.
But I will say that does sound very frustrating. I've never been in that situation.
Steve said, Brad, I'll take one of everything, please. Yes, actually, this pretty much happened to me where, like, there was actually somebody that was doing, like, online orders, like, taking items from the Jurassic section off the shelf that first street date morning, literally first thing 8 a.m. when it opened, and they were putting it on their cart, and then I'm like, oh, gosh, I got to get stuff before they take it off. And then an employee came over and started like unboxing some more items to put out on the shelves. And then another employee came over and like, where'd all the product go? And
they're like, oh my God, Brad was here.
They were literally like, actually, it's all in his cart. And I was like, yeah, my bad. Because I was still lurking around. I was still like standing right there. I'm like, yeah, it was me. I had my whole cart was full.
I gotta say, you're better than those Pokemon card collectors. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, it's a weird feeling, like, you know, being that lurker that just stands around while somebody's opening a package, or, you know, being there first thing and being this 37-year-old guy just standing there. Is that how old I am? No.
I don't know. You look fantastic no matter what age you say.
I think maybe less. I think 36. I don't remember. I don't know.
It's
whatever.
Okay. I don't care.
It doesn't matter. But it's
just a number, Brad.
This guy that can't remember how old he is standing in a Target.
Once you hit your 30s, toys. You don't remember anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. What's a birthday? Who cares? Yeah, I'm very excited for these Street Day toys. I do want to take a quick look at something that Buddy of the show, who was actually in the chat before. I don't know if you're still here or not.
Let's go, Buddy.
What's up, Buddy? Another Buddy, best friend. We've got Michael Corelli. Sorry, I didn't mean that. I only have one best friend. But we have this. I wanted to take a look at. He sent me these pictures over on Facebook Messenger, so hopefully this works out. We've got. This. Let me preface this by saying this is all stuff found at Universal Orlando. So even Universal Orlando got in on the fun, and this is I have no idea what this is.
A lot of waste.
It's
I'm just gonna say it.
Maybe a magnet pack or something.
Ew.
Which I don't know what it is, but I do like the Jurassic World logo. I don't like the fact that it doesn't say Dominion. That's kind of weird.
Well, that's cool. Well, you just pulled up. What
pins? Yeah, I guess they're pins.
That's an
here.
Awesome pin.
More pins
that's
there.
That's a great pin. Love it.
Well, that's cool.
That like
Velociraptor
a
ghost.
It looks like an original like sketch.
It does, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It looks like a sketch, yeah.
That's
cool.
sweet.
There's more Velociraptors
that's
exiting.
Cool. That's fun.
Hey, it looks like they're literally coming out of the container like this, right? Like.
Yeah. Like your toy.
Now this was a big one that Michael found a while back. It was actually, I think he found a wallet or something, but now we've got pins of this Allosaurus versus Carno fight of the year in Malta. That is.
I remember the wallet. I remember seeing a picture of the wallet. Actually,
I think he has that guy's wallet. I think he took his wallet.
I think he took his
wallet. This is pretty fantastic.
Ooh.
Loving this backpack. This is so 90s, so Jurassic Park.
That is tremendous.
That is amazing.
This is Jurassic Park 2, like.
This
aesthetic
looks like it's a bit of it's a nice mixture. I feel like it looks like the sheets or like the bedspread that Jurassic used to have. Like it's so in line with that. That is fantastic. And Blake, yes, this is all from Michael Corelli. Yep, good dude. Michael wasn't here before, but
GG. Good guys.
Yeah. That's what I say after every video game. I'm like, good guy.
Good guy. Good gamer.
Whoa, this is weird. I kind of love the look.
It's the same image.
It's the same thing, but they look like Pyroraptors with that like the speed behind them.
Yeah,
but it's not feathering; it's just speed.
No, it's
I love
they're
that.
Sonic.
Let them out. Let them out.
You know what? These shirts,
it's me, Mario.
These shirts remind me of Oh God. Oh no. These shirts remind me of the. I had a Velociraptor shirt, and it looked like the Velociraptor was climbing up the shirt.
Ooh.
You ever have any of those? You ever see those? Like
No.
I don't know. Those are big in the 90s.
I want one of those.
Awesome. I don't think it was a Jurassic Park thing, but dinosaurs are big.
This is interesting. Dinosaur fight ring.
Well, what's on the back?
I don't know.
Does it say like staff or like?
This is
security?
the Amberclave Night Market. I think that's what it says. That says that on the sleeve.
Ooh, are we gonna see like black
$30?
market?
Oh yeah.
See like black market dinosaur stuff in the new movie.
Oh yeah.
Is that a thing?
Yeah. Yep. I mean, look at this. This is it. The night market. There we go. Amberclave Night Market, Malta. 8 p.m.
Yes.
It costs $20 to get in. Saturday, July 30th. Come see the Allosaurus versus the Carnotaurus at the fight ring in the Amberclave Night Market in Malta. That would be pretty cool.
I'm in.
I'd go. The fight of the year. I'd be down for that. We've got Mattel toys out there on the shelves. Probably don't pick them up in Orlando if you see them, because they're very expensive. Very
I would
expensive.
imagine.
Douglas. I was watching Doug over the past few days. You remember the old show Doug on Nickelodeon?
Is it old? Yeah.
You remember from the 90s on Nickelodeon?
Yeah, I remember Doug. I remember when Doug came back.
Oh, on ABC, and it just was never the same.
No.
Let's see here. These are, we've got the Kets, we've got Owen, we've got the Capture and Crush truck with the Yangchuanosaurus. Is that how you say that? You got Blue. You got some minis, and you got this shirt here. They're like stamp collection, maybe. I don't know what this is.
Stamps.
You want to take a look at my stamp collection? Triceraptor, Allosaurus, I almost said Carnosaurus again. Wait, what does this say?
I would too. It's fine. Dinosauru.
Hodge. All right, pretty cool. Let him out. Hey, yo! Let him out.
Is let him out like gonna be is that a...
It's they love this like let him live, let him like they had that all over shirts.
True.
Let him free or let him rip. I forget what it said. But this
let
is
him
now,
rip.
Let him rip. Let him out.
Let him.
And then Malcolm is there. They're like, let him die. I don't care. And then Maisie's like, let him be like me. We got a picture frame here. Ooh, this is cool. A magnet clip. What is a magnet clip?
It's a magnet with a clip at the bottom, so you can hang something from it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But you could
pretty
probably
awesome.
hold your chips with it.
Maybe chips.
It's something you throw on your fridge, and then when you need it, you can clip things.
If you ever have like bioengineered chips, you could just like
potato chips.
Yeah. That's pretty awesome. Pretty cool. Very just like understated.
Neat, I love the understated stuff. Yeah.
This is like, hey, we don't want you to actually be able to read this one. Biosyn Genetics, and then the Biosyn Genetics Sanctuary. Ooh, I've seen this chart before. And this is the chart where I was like, oh my God, are you kidding me? The Therizinosaurus is as tall as the T-Rex? Or taller, I mean? that just blew my mind. I had no idea that it was that tall. and I was like, this just changed everything. Like, wow, that is huge. So yeah, that's pretty cool. 2 magnets. Got stickers, lanyard, card holders. There's that fight ring. More keychains. Oh, this is interesting. Jurassic World, Universal Studios.
Very boring shirt.
Yeah, Blake says, I hope they update the online store. Yeah, that would be nice. I haven't checked, but their online store is usually pretty good for picking up merch from the parks.
Yeah?
Was it Disney Doug or Nickelodeon Doug? Nickelodeon Doug is the only way. Disney Doug, no Disney.
Listen,
Doug.
I'm not a gatekeeper like Brad. It's whatever you want.
No, I mean, I'm gonna be Skeeter. No, not Skeeter. Hey, funny. What was the other guy's name? Roger. Be like,
Roger, yeah. Roger Clemens.
No, Doug. How does he sound? No,
I don't know.
I can't do it right now. I can't do it with the headphones and stuff. But yeah. Let's get rid of this comment now. Oh, there it goes. All right, so we've got... This is just a bunch of footprints.
Oh, these are kind of boring shirts. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, not too much happening there. More merch on the shelves. Pretty cool.
Boys.
Oh, I like this. This is fun.
That's cool. Is that like a fanny pack?
I think so. Yeah.
Or like that's sick.
That's pretty awesome.
Like one of those across the shoulder packs.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
This shirt's a little better. What's that? Felt? Like what was that?
What?
Oh.
This?
What is that? Yeah.
It's a bag of cargo. It's a bag of cargo. I don't know.
No, sir, that is not what that is. Is it a pin? Tell me what that is. You're like laughing. You're trying to get past it on me real quick.
I don't know what it is.
What is that?
Michael,
is that for like scrapbooking? Is that like a sticker? I'm
no
very
idea.
disturbed by it. I don't know.
I have no
it's
idea.
It's like really bothering me.
It's the same as the picture frame, which was like where was it? Oh my gosh, it was so far back, huh?
Oh like gosh. A picture clip.
It kind of looks like this,
okay.
But it's like missing the frame. There's no frame.
Yeah.
It's just whatever that was.
I'm sorry, I'm so bothered by it. I just like I can't even tell what it's made out of. Like, is that a plastic or is it?
Yeah, Dave, this is Universal merch.
Okay, I'll digress here.
Again, all these pictures are from Michael Corelli. Go check him out.
Good job, Michael. I love the Biosyn stuff. I think that's fantastic.
I like this this badge holder thing here. That's pretty cool.
That's nice.
Oh, that's a sign. A big, nice, like a nice metal sign. That's pretty cool.
Okay. Like, Mom, stay out of my room sign.
Now this is cool. A badge reel for.
That's awesome.
Dude, that is sick.
I would use this. That is something awesome. I actually need to put my keys on.
That is pretty
That'd be great.
I guess that's the other side. Yeah. $8. Okay. Not bad. And then these are all really cool. There's like all these other little signs here.
Yeah. Where's stay out of my room, I'm gaming with the dinosaur.
A lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, different languages too. That's pretty fun.
Yeah. Owen.
Cute.
Oh, and there's all Michael's haul.
Is it? This is his haul, yeah.
That is his haul. Is it? Yeah, that's it. All right. So, I don't know if we were supposed to show that one or not, but that's Michael's house and his haul.
All right, Michael. It's time to dox Michael, I guess. His walls, they're painted.
Rex.
Those walls, they're eggshell. We know where he lives now.
It's a very specific place in the Florida area that has eggshell paint.
My God.
And wood floors. But we are running very long here, so...
Are we? I lost track of time.
Let's skip ahead to... I'm going to skip over the featurette. I feel like we've talked a lot about the featurette.
Yeah.
It's Michael Plush. That's exactly what I should have said there. That was perfect. The featurette was great. The Giganotosaurus animatronic at the end was just amazing. Got to shout out Beta on Blue's back. Beta on Owen's back was in there as well. All the retro stuff was fantastic. They did a wonderful job putting that together. I am very excited from that featurette. It was great. But I do want to talk about the Camp Cretaceous teaser.
God.
So let's go over to wherever that is. Here we are. Let's
now
bring
for
it.
our sponsor.
And now for our sponsor.
Blue Apron.
Blue,
like the dinosaur.
I like to cook.
blue.
Do you like to cook?
Yeah, I sure do.
I'm terrible at going to the store and picking up my own groceries, so I kind of wish somebody would just send them to me.
Waste. Sorry, that got very real.
All right, so
This is what happens when you have me on the show multiple times. I think I can just do whatever I want.
yeah, exactly.
You gave me an inch, I took a mile.
All right, so we've got the Camp Cretaceous teaser here. The first bit of it is basically just rehashing old footage down there. We did get the Entertainment Weekly tease. That's where this initially came from. And then we get to some real footage here. So there's a few things we should probably take a look at.
I like that.
The Hunger Games-esque sky is no longer working here at the digital background of this biome. Daniel is frustratingly looking at his island, whatever this island's name is. I don't know. We've got Dilophosaurs coming back again.
All of them making a big comeback. I tell you, it's been too long. I'm not being sarcastic.
I want to get your thoughts and feelings on this moment here. Let me see. Is that the best? All right, there we go.
Are you?
Actually,
Okay.
I might be able to go a little bit further. There we go. All right, so we have the lineup here of dinosaurs and humans standing together, facing off against something. We don't know what. What are your thoughts? Wait, actually, let me ask you this first. Do you watch Camp Cretaceous?
No, but I know what happens in it. I don't have Netflix. I'll just be honest. So no, I'm not the expert on Camp Cretaceous, but from seeing this, I just kind of say why. Okay. And I say, well, but then I also go, that makes sense. But like, imagine if this was in like a feature film, I don't think it would work at all. So I'm glad they're doing it in a cartoon form. Does that make sense to you?
No, it totally makes sense. It's kind of hard to see that jump in logic into live action, maybe.
Yeah, because like the jump in logic of Chris Pratt training raptors was such a huge jump for people. Imagine this is like the next step, but I feel like this is like 20 steps forward. So it's a leap forward. It's cool that it's like in a cartoon. I think it's, I'm all for it. It's fine. I'm not bothered by it.
I am not bothered. I actually really enjoy this. And I back it up with the thought process that Jurassic has always been about control, right? We've gotten that whole speech in Jurassic Park with Ellie and Hammond about control over the island and the situation and just, the dinosaurs in general. And, obviously Ellie says you never had control. That was the illusion. And, this franchise is always about controlling something. And Ludlow thought he could have control. Jurassic World was literally about controlling these dinosaurs, like physically and understanding them in a way. Jurassic World Live Tour is about that same kind of thing as well. But when you can't just hold your arms out and do that, and just hold these dinosaurs at bay with your hands, you take it a next step further. And in like Fallen Kingdom, we have like some sort of sonar or noise or whatever being used to control the Indoraptor. The gun. And the laser. Yeah. And this season is prior to Fallen Kingdom, so that again, that step in logic is a little bit interesting there. But so this is like fairly directly after Jurassic World. Still, it's like a bunch of months or whatever later. But now people are implementing chips into these dinosaurs, controlling them with iPads, basically in season 4. And now in season 5, you can't really tell from this, but it looks like they said they have some sort of like video game controller or something like in their hand that is just like controlling these dinosaurs. And
it's very goofy. And that's not, I'm not saying that as like an insult to the show or whatever. It's very outlandish, and I'm fine with it. That's great. I mean, it's fun. You know?
I think it makes sense, and Jurassic has always been a step ahead in terms of technology and stuff like that, right? They've always been a little bit ahead of the curve. So I'll give them the benefit of the doubt and say like, this is possible in the Jurassic universe that's a little bit ahead of us. So, you know, implementing some sort of control, and it's actually pretty terrifying to watch in season 4. There is a moment with a dinosaur in that season where they put this chip in and then start controlling it, and the dinosaur actually like doesn't know what's going on and is like shedding tears, like trying to understand and fighting against that control, but it has no choice. It has to do it, like it's supposed to do what it's being told to do, and it's pretty interesting. I think that they did it pretty well. There's a lot of outlandish stuff in season 4, but I think it does work overall, and I think taking it to the next step, perfecting that, and maybe even, you know, taking it to another level in Fallen Kingdom with something like this. You know, Soyono's got a controller in her hand, and whether she's controlling this, she hits a button and just this goes up, I don't know. Or she's controlling the dinosaur. And that is pretty interesting, controlling the dinosaur to be a killing machine. That has been the goal of this Jurassic World series, and control over dinosaurs since the inception of this series. And then Dominion literally means control. Like, that's the title of that movie, is Control. So this makes sense to me. And I know it looks crazy and it looks a little outlandish and out there, but it works for me. So I know a lot of people have been trashing it and just like really.
I'm not trashing it at all.
No, I don't mean you. I just mean like out there in Twitter and stuff like that. It's been pretty crazy. But I understand the logic of saying like it doesn't work for me, or it looks a little goofy. I'm not totally into it, but you know.
Hey, goofy's not bad.
No.
Probably the wrong word to say, but you know, I think a lot of things.
We all know
very
Siaka
excited.
thinks it's perfect, and I love that for Siaka. 10 out of 10, awesome.
Good
exactly
for you,
what I wanted out of JP since I was 6. Now Siaka is a big fan of Scan Command. I don't know if you've ever taken part in that at all, but
Scan Command is tell me.
As a game, I guess. I don't really know a lot of details about it. Siaka might have to fill us in.
Is that the old game where you scanned like labels and you got like little monsters?
Dude, I don't even know. I never
like
played
the
it.
Digimon thing?
The only thing I know about it is pictures that Siaka shares on Twitter.
Wow. Okay.
And I just never took part in that kind of era of the gaming, I guess, for Jurassic. I played the Sega, game, and that was it. And not until
which Sega game? Because there's multiples. There's
not the Rampage
the original
edition.
And there's
the original.
Okay, Rampage edition, far superior. I don't know why you haven't played it yet.
I have it. I just haven't played it. I'm missing some cables for my Sega system. So
you want me to send you some? I can send you some.
I might need some. All right, so here's an interesting thing. Cretaceous Dave knows a lot about this kind of situation.
Cretaceous Dave knows a lot about Jurassic Park.
About Jurassic Park and animals. It's been used on, I don't know this word, Aeolus animals. It was used on dogs in the 60s. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know what that word was. All these concepts. Here, Siaka says all of these concepts popped up in JP3 content 20 years ago. Let's see. Humans lack dominion over nature. Exactly. All right, so Sayaka says, it's a game where InGen is controlling the dinosaurs with tablets, and you have 5 campers that have to stop them. Literally. That is, you just described Camp Cretaceous. It also has human clones and raptor training. This game is foreshadowing literally everything that has ever happened for Jurassic.
Thank man, Jurassic Park. Okay, now I'm looking this up. Oh, I
feel like
remember
this has got to be up your alley, you know?
I know nothing about it. I don't know why I know nothing about it. It is up my alley, actually. Holy cow. Yeah, it's a Jurassic Park 3 thing. Okay.
See, that's why I guess I wasn't really into it, because
yeah, that's why,
you know, I caught the movie and then I was like, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, okay. Wow.
Nice. Well, Siaka's filling us in always, but I dig it, and I think it looks pretty cool. Cretaceous Dave's phone auto-added that word.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
All right, it makes sense now. The big deal in this trailer, though, is the Barbasol can. Why does this look so just absolutely horrible? Oh, it's in 360. Let's just put it up to 1080.
Good job.
See what happens.
Let's bring it up.
There we go. So, what do you think about the Barbasol can returning in Camp Cretaceous, an animated show on Netflix, versus not showing up yet in a film? Not showing up in a film at all.
Brad, here's my first thing I have to say to you is, how dare you give me this question? How dare you? Because what I'm going to say, I don't know what I'm going to say. I don't know. I'm kind of like, that's fine. Maybe they'll drop it again, and then they'll find it again. I don't know.
It's interesting,
Brad,
right?
Yeah, okay. I'll say that. It's interesting. I guess it would be kind of like, if it happened in the movies, I feel like it'd be like an eye roll, maybe. But again, it's like the last thing we saw, because it's in Camp Cretaceous. Maybe it's more like of a believable thing to happen. I don't know.
Well, here's the thing: we need to know some context to what's going on in this.
Okay.
Like where, like we don't know when this is. Camp Cretaceous takes place in like essentially like current timeline. It takes place a few years behind us, a little bit after Jurassic World.
This could be a flashback, like of somebody else.
Flashback. I'm wondering though, like if this is a flashback to like 93, 94, I don't know how rusted, you know, a Barbasol can would be. I that's a good question.
I like what Blake wrote, like saying that they think it's Wu from. I think it's 93.
Wu in 93. Hammond won't be there
to
save you next time. Yeah. I do like that. I just wonder, like, how rusted would a can be in 93? I don't know. Maybe it would be very rusted. I'm not too sure.
Pretty rusted. I gotta say, those Barbasol cans, they rust pretty quick. I'm not lying. I'm not. This isn't a bit. Those.
I might take one and like leave it outside, see what happens for a little bit.
Don't even leave it outside. Mud. Just leave it. All you gotta do is like leave it in your shower. Like
true.
If you just like gets water on it, and then like I've had I mean, yeah, they rust really quick. Especially the bottom of them.
Yes, yeah. I agree. They definitely do. And Cretaceous Dave says, I don't think that's 2016. I don't know. I mean, it's possible that it is. I could see it going the other way and not being 2016. This could be a flashback, and I would love that if it was. It kind of, like, I've always wanted them to just have a flashback in, like, the films or whatever that have them finding this can directly after the events of Jurassic Park. Like, literally moments after Nedry dies. You know, that would be my ultimate goal in a flashback, is to see that on film and be, you know, it be like some sort of rescue operation for this thing from Biosyn, or have, you know, like I've.
Did it happen in the Telltale game? I feel like it happened. In the
yes,
Telltale
it did.
Game.
It did happen in a Telltale game,
but that's not canon, right?
Not canon.
Okay.
Yeah, not canon. And you know, it is foreshadowed to show up in Jurassic World Dominion at some point, or at least some time or some storyline revolving around it. We'll see. It looks like Dominion might go back to that time period at some point. We've seen that picture that Colin shared a while back of like the old labs. So who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? This could be Dr. Wu in 1993 picking it up and doing exactly what I want him to do. Or this could be, which I would very much be bummed about if this was just 2016 and somebody picked it up and there go all my fun fan theories about this story, you know? I don't know. Because
I like the embryos would be destroyed. Yeah.
That's what everybody, you know, says. Oh, but you can't do that. You need to, you know, they would be dead. The embryos or whatever. Is that how that works? I don't know. 36 hours.
True. How long did he say? What was it?
He said 36 hours. And that's why I needed to be a flashback. I needed to be literally moments after Dennis Nedry falls. I've had this theory in my mind that Dr. Wu was at the cafe right there behind them and overheard this conversation between Dodgson and Nedry and then said, I'm going to pick up the slack and do this instead. And then goes and follows Nedry, intercepts the can, spots the dead Nedry in the Jeep, has a little interaction with the Dilophosaur, and then we get the full-grown adult Dilophosaur. Wu narrowly escapes, gets off the island, takes the can to Biosyn, but the work, whatever the work was going to be done to this can, eventually fails, and they don't end up creating dinosaurs until later on. So that's what I would love to see. But if this is 2016, then that dispels absolutely everything that I've ever wanted from this can, any kind of flashback sequence, anything like that. So hopefully we get a flashback here in Camp Cretaceous.
You just wrote a whole movie.
Oh yeah, I do it all the time. It's my.
Oh, you do? Okay.
It's my downfall. It's my downfall because I get too
no,
wrapped
it's not
up.
a weakness.
I get wrapped up in these fan theories, and then I'm like disappointed that it doesn't come true.
Well, don't be disappointed. You have your own headcanon, and that's all that matters.
Yep. Very Barry says this is literally useless if it's found in 2017. Yeah, exactly.
Yes.
I think it's just a nod at that point. It's like, oh, here's a can. What is this? And then somebody tosses. Is literally that moment in The Last Jedi where like Rey hands the lightsaber and Luke's like, nah, bye, and like that would just rip open the Jurassic fandom to have something like that happen. You know?
Yeah.
Blake says mine is rusty as heck. Okay. How long have you had it though? Since '93. Let's say it doesn't really take long for the can to rust.
The viewers agree.
I'm so sorry,
take a long
Steve.
time to rust.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, Steve. I did not mean to spoil Jurassic Park for you. My bad. I did, you know.
Yeah,
I know you probably were still halfway through the movie or whatever, but I'm so sorry.
Those movies are long, man. I mean, was it 16 minutes of 5 minutes of dinosaur time or screen time? I mean, come on.
Write it down. Write what down? What are we writing down?
I don't know.
What are we? Well, just write it down.
It's part of the reason it comes after Dominion. Write it down. Okay.
Possible Dominion spoilers if it is a flashback. Yeah, it is interesting because this season comes out July 21st, which is obviously after Jurassic World Dominion. So.
Oh. Okay.
How does it tie in? Is there any kind of like I projected?
Oh, it's gonna be
maybe,
a big tie-in then.
I would assume, yeah. I would assume so. I mean, they're promoting the Barbasol can for this movie, so I think it would be interesting to have a moment where you see a sequence in Dominion, a flashback, and then that flashback ends in Dominion, and then the story continues on. But then Camp Cretaceous comes along and picks up right where it stopped and kind of goes forward. I think that would be kind of interesting.
I still have my 2016 Jurassic World Barbasol can. I sent it to you. It's not rusted, actually, which is surprising.
I like Steve thinking that, hey, maybe maybe it was 36 years. Maybe Dodgson's like, this is going to be good for 36 hours. I mean years. It was definitely
He said the wrong thing.
You just said
Listen, we're only human.
Yeah. Anything else here? Let's see. Yeah, Downfall is giving my ideas away for free. Yeah, call me. Universal. I give away free ideas constantly to you. If you want me, I'm here. Hit me up. You can call our voicemail line, 732-825-7763. Reach me at JurassicParkPod@gmail.com. At Jurassic Park Pod on Twitter. I am at Brad Jost. Do all those things. Hit me up, Universal.
He has a website.
Oh, yeah, JurassicParkPodcast.com. You can go there.
He has a whole website.
Let's see here.
So much content.
But if the embryos in the can were spoiled anyway, if Will retrieved and sold the embryos to Dodgson or anyone else, then what would the point of having this flashback? What flashback? You mean the one that I made up or the one that is here? I have no idea. But if it was my flashback, I'm saying that, I want him to actually get off the island and get to Biosyn, do the tests, and find that the science failed and they don't have the necessary means to make it work. So that's what my flashback, that's what I want. But I don't know what, I don't know what this flashback would be otherwise. To introduce Biosyn. Yeah, see, that's why I want it, because I think if this flashback that I'm setting up here was to happen, it would set up the reason why Dr. Wu is kind of a little nefarious, in the Jurassic World franchise. Yeah, a little bit, on the wrong side of the the story here. And I think it would connect these dots that he was kind of behind the scenes this whole time, working with Biosyn a little bit, and he tried to make things work, but then they failed, and then he went back because he's like, oh, I don't have a job, I gotta go back. Simon Masrani's like, you know what, hey, come work for me. But then on the side, Hoskins and Mills and Dodgson are all playing this game of chess to try to make Jurassic World fall. And I think that would be interesting to at least connect him to Biosyn, reintroduce Dodgson to the viewers of Jurassic World Dominion that forgot or didn't even know who he was, and that he's connected to Biosyn, because we don't know Biosyn outside of reading the book.
No one would know, outside of reading the book. Yes, exactly. Yeah. And I was going to bring that up earlier, but I kept my trap shut.
Sometimes
Biosyn.
I'm so used to monologuing from hours on my own that sometimes I forget that there's another person.
Oh, it's fine. Don't listen to me. I have nothing worthwhile to say.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Is this Brad? We heard that you have some good ideas that you want to sell to us here at Universal. Would you be?
We'll give you $100.
Yeah, 100. Yeah,
Canadian.
A quick 75, maybe even. And that's it.
Now for our sponsor.
Our sponsor today, Biosyn. Do you need a pharmaceutical company to help you out with something?
With $75?
Isn't Biosyn a real company? Yeah, I think it is a real company.
I think it is.
So I don't know.
What a terrible name.
Maybe
doesn't sound scary at all.
No, maybe because the genetics edition is okay, we can use that. I would put that under I would name my company Walt Disney World Genetics and just be like, oh, it's different, I swear. It's a different place.
Biosyn. So it's bio, B-I-O, so it's even worse. It's S-I-N.
They don't have a license because of the animated show, but also we got to remember that Camp Cretaceous doesn't use any language. It just is symbols and gibberish, instead of actually Barbasol. That would be weird if they just slapped a Barbasol logo on this. But we all know what it is. We know what it is. But yeah, I think that's probably about it. What do you say? Is there anything else?
No, I'm just looking at Biosyn now.
We've got a T-Rex here. We've got this guy, which I can't find him. Where is he? This guy is... Oh, we got the Brad X's. Oh, come on, go back. Oh, my God. It went all the way to back to the beginning. Got this dude. riding. I don't know. Is this Toro? Is he chipping Toro?
Yes.
Or is this just some other Carnotaurus? I like that. Wait, what was I just looked through a thread on Reddit of somebody who's never seen The Walking Dead, and they wanted them to like ask questions about The Walking Dead to this person who's never seen it, and the person
I love that.
randomly like wrote like oh, what do you think happened to this character and this character, and they're just like, oh, they, you know, and it made up a whole story about what happened, and I was
love that.
at this thread. It was pretty good. So you should do that for Camp Cretaceous. Maybe we'll do a whole video series. There you go.
I should do that for The Walking Dead. I've never seen that one. So
this is interesting. This is Darius's brother, assumingly, on what I'm assuming is Nublar. I think we're going back to Nublar once again. So
well, they show it in the beginning of the
trailer. I mean, that portion was just old footage, I believe. But I believe we're going back to Nublar because where is it? There is a sequence in here somewhere where we do see, I don't know where it is, but there's like vehicles. It's not showing up. They like to show like 4,000 images in like 47 seconds, so it's like impossible to find the spot. But there's like a shipping boat or whatever that like has like containers that are coming off of the ship, and I feel like they're transporting dinosaurs off of Nublar. We see maybe Toro, I think. We see Limbo. So it looks like they're taking dinosaurs off of that island and bringing them to this other island, whatever the name of it is, Manticore Island or whatever. But the final season of Camp Cretaceous is upon us. July 21st. You going to watch the final season? You down?
I'm just only going to watch the final season. That's it. What if I did that? That'd be kind of funny.
Yeah. The kitchen sequence was from season 3. I know
it was?
Yeah, so
yeah, there's all new stuff.
EW pointed out that like, it looks like they're back in the kitchen, having a raptor in a kitchen moment, but no, this is literally just a scene from season 3. So
we've all been there, our raptor in the kitchen moments.
This is why you got to watch this show. Like, especially season 3 did some amazing things for like retro Jurassic Park stuff. This is the kitchen.
I told you I'm only watching season 5. Okay,
I'm so sorry. Just watch the final season, July 21st. Watch all the episodes.
I'm watching season 3, then I'm skipping 4, and then only watching 5. That's how you watch any show.
I want to bring up real quick here, Cretaceous Dave. Cretaceous Dave super chatted us here before for when you get to the CC teaser talk, 93 or 2016. I think we I don't know. My final guess is probably just gonna be 2016, and I'm gonna be disappointed. That's my guess. I feel like I always try to dive deep into what some of these things are, and then they end up never being that thing. So I'm trying not to get my hopes up. I'm gonna say 2016. What's your guess?
Keep my guess is whatever the lowest point is, because then I'll always be happy. So
so would that be 93, since that was is longer ago lower? Okay,
sure. we get whatever hits me the least.
And Steve, thank you so much. Thank you so much once again.
Good job, Steve.
For the super chats. Don't spend it all at once. You know, don't worry. I got them Reels bucks rolling in over here. So I'll try not to spend it all at once. But I don't
even know what that is.
I was in the documentary on Reels. Did you not see that?
Oh,
Did you not spend time watching the documentary that I was in talking about Jurassic Park?
Brad, I saw screenshots of you on there. And I can't even say on this PG podcast the things I did to myself.
Ooh, wow.
Seeing it.
Okay.
So, I mean, just watching the whole thing, I don't know if I could have handled it, honestly. So that's my excuse.
Okay, I understand. I gotcha.
Yeah, you understand. Yeah, I bet.
Very Barry is hoping for 93. It only has any value if it's 93. Absolutely. But yeah. And Siak is going to watch the last episode first and then the rest, like always. Wait, Siaka.
Good for you.
Hold on, Siaka. Is this for real? Is this? Do you do this?
That'd be awesome. That's a total Chad move.
This
like
is,
like destroy all suspense. Like never stress yourself out again. Just watch the whole last. Anything.
This is what my wife does. She watches, or no, not watches, but she reads a ton of books, and she goes literally to the end of the book, reads the last page, and then goes back to the beginning. And
okay.
I'm like,
I've heard of people doing that before, and I don't think it's that much of a serial killer move, but I think you should watch out. Just watch your back.
Only if you do it to Ozark, that's when it becomes a little questionable, you know?
Sure, yeah. That Jason Bateman.
You like to try to guess what leads to the finale. Oh wow, this is pretty interesting, Siaka.
Hey, you live your life, man. You're living it in a weird way, but I dig it.
Wow. Even Steve does it too. Just scans through, looks at the thumbnails. Wow, this is wild.
This is wild. This is some real deranged stuff.
Like the other day I had to have a conversation with my son about spoilers. He's only he's almost going to be 5 in July. So I'm like, dude, like you can't talk about the end of Sonic. like don't start spitting that out there. You don't.
Oh my god, people at my theater were doing that. They were walking out of the theater and they're like, so and so, is that a bad guy? And I'm like, yo, don't ruin they ruined the ending for me. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, it's he was just like, you saw that thing at the end? And he's like, just said it out loud and just like, I'm like, dude, shh.
Yep.
Like, stop. So
you can't do that.
You can't do that. But like Siaka and Steve and others out there probably just like, I want to see how it ends. Like
YOLO it.
When Harry met Sally.
Whatever.
I read the last page in case I die before finish the book. That is a dark side. Oh no, what does it remind you of? No, yeah, this is what I do. I literally watch the episodes backwards, where it's like zip, like you just can't understand any of it.
Why not at this point?
Yeah. But yeah. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and after this here, let's see. Someone had the ending character spoiled for them and made a hilarious video about it. Okay.
Oh, of Sonic? Yeah. Okay.
And even went on a tangent about Dominion. Okay. All right. Well.
Oh, no, this is Jurassic Park. Okay.
I think it was Sonic and then somehow went on a Dominion tangent. I got to see what you're talking about. I'm interested. But anyway, thank you so much, everybody, for joining us once again here on the Jurassic Park Podcast YouTube channel. Please, as always, go back to our website. I'm going to plug it one more time here. JurassicParkPodcast.com. Go find our episode. I talked about the Legacy featurette, which I skipped tonight. So there you go. I did it live on the show. Go check it out. Plus, I did a full conversation on Camp Cretaceous as well in a separate episode. So go download both of those. And please go follow us over on social media. You can find us, like I said, on the website, but also Jurassic Park Pod on Twitter, at Jurassic Park Podcast on Instagram. Who cares about Facebook? And we are also on TikTok. So you can listen to the podcast anywhere out there.
Metaverse! Let's go! Sorry.
But yeah, so follow us all over the place. So we'd really, really appreciate it. I am at Brad Jost on Twitter. You can see it right there. And tell everybody, Jared, where they can find
Jared at JURRUTT. It's right down there. I put it down there this time. Wait, do I?
It's literally in the middle of you. I don't know where your hand is.
Right here.
There
it is.
It is pretty difficult sometimes to figure out where you're supposed to. When I point to things on my shelf, yeah, I always point to the wrong side of my shelf. But yeah. Anything else? There's a lot of comments here. Everybody's going to sleep. Good night, everybody. It's a late one here. We appreciate you sticking around, so thank you.
It's no,
not
rant.
TikTok. It's 5 p.m.
TikTok.
where I live. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. That's the end of the day. It's over. Go Sixers. Oh, is it basketball season? Is it basketball season? I guess it's kind of over. It's like getting towards
we only
end.
root for the Raptors because dinosaurs.
Actually, I can't do it. I don't have that hooked up. But all right, thank you so much, everybody, for watching this. Please go listen to the Grim Grinning Hosts episode that I was on talking about Halloween Horror Nights as well. No Forcecast stuff. I was going to record last night, but we didn't get a chance to. But yeah, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching this. As always, stay safe out there. Be kind to everybody that you come into contact with. And as always, enjoy. Take it easy, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.